Okay, man, you can see at first that I have trouble charging this gun, and the charging handle gets locked.
Shit.
And I had to tap the front of it to get it to go back into battery.
But it's coming.
You don't want to charge it hard like I did. You want to light charge it. You'll see how I do it here.
Here we go.
So quick, real quick,
On the folder.
charge. You got to charge it like it owes you money. It's just kind of the way it is, only in super safety mode. So remember that. And don't get frustrated if that happens, because it's going to happen.
This video is just for you, because I know that it's a first-time AR owner, and sorry for the mess. I just want to hurry up and get this out for you. This is a folding adapter, a gun with a folding adapter, and it's got a super safety on it. So these are all important things. So I'm about to break it down and clean it up. So what you want to do is fold, make sure it's not loaded, fold the adapter. Here, let's make sure it's not loaded. Seeing is believing. Make sure you look in the chamber. Unfold the adapter, hit your release right here, and pull your charging handle up. It's going to pull this bolt up, and you pull this bolt right out of this plunger right out of the back of the bolt here, you see? And then push this back down real hard to where it seats. Make sure it's seated. Close it, back takedown pin, push in. This was a little tight because it's Cerakoted. But you can always squeeze it. Or you can have something like this, it's plastic, to where you don't screw up the paint. Push it through, or you can use your fingers. Some people use rounds, but it'll scratch this gold on here if you do that. Anyway, you pop the back up now, it's ready to open. Like I said, it's a little tight because of the super safety in the paint, but you want to open it up on a seesaw, set it down, pull your bolt out, pull your charging handle out, and your bolt will automatically just come right out. Pull it out, wiggle your charging handle a little bit, it'll come out. All right, and then we're going to take the front pin down like so. A lot of people, this is what I like to do because it takes care of all the weight on the hinge and it's easier to take off this way. I'll put it upside down, and it's still a little stiff because of the Cerakote. So I'm going to have to push it through with this, or get a hammer or something, something to tap it with. Get it started like I did there. You can wiggle it, it'll come loose like that. All right, there's your lower, there's your upper. Now, to clean your upper, you want to get synthetic gun oil, and you can get some gun scrubber spray. This is what you want to hit it with first. I'm going to make this fast. Spray it inside the chamber. Get all that in there. You don't really need it on the outside. You just need it up in here to get the brass or carbon off the inside of the receiver. You can take a towel or whatever works best. It doesn't shed cotton inside. This always works for me. Or you also have an AR-15 brush. Take it in there and clean it real good. Get all that black stuff out of there. That's what builds up. That's what causes your gun to jam. Pardon me for at the moment, I can't find my AR-15 brush, so I'm just going to show you kind of an idea. This ain't going to be complete. Usually you can put a brush in there, brush it out, brush the chamber out. I'm just going to use my fingers for now. And then get down in there. Just get down in there and wipe all that carbon out, man. Use something like this, put it inside a towel, and get it out of there. And just make sure it's real good and clean. Same thing with every other part. That's all you do. You're just cleaning stuff off. The plunger. This towel was white before we started, so you'll see what it looks like when I'm done. And I'm going to show you some tricks on the super safety that you have to know. Here's your bolt. Now, on another video, we'll teach you how to break down the bolt carrier. That's very important too, just to give you a quick idea without doing it. So this video is short. You pull this pin, then your firing pin will drop out, then you pull this out, then you pull your bolt out, you clean it all, wipe it down like this, and then you put it back together. So that's the Cliff Notes, or the rough version. So clean up inside your lower as much as you can, and then you want to oil it too when you're done. So the parts that are clean, you want to oil when you're done. Now this says gun spray synthetic oil, but this is not. I think it's better for the outside. It's good for the inside too, but it doesn't really lubricate like I like it. So get you this, spray it all down with this one. This is the gun oil. This takes off that gun scrubber because it'll kind of build up. It's just to eat, anything up inside there that you can't reach. You just wipe it all down, but the main thing is the inside of it. Obviously you want it to look good, but get the inside one last time, same process, but you'll have a brush or whatnot. Clean the outside up real well. By the way, this is a 5-inch 5.56, y'all, with a super safety and a collapsible adapter. It's the first time we ever shot a super safety on a collapsible adapter, and wait till I send you the video. It is unbelievable. All right, so the upper's clean, okay? Same thing with everything else. You just hit it twice. You just repeat the same steps you would on the gun scrubber, except for on the gun oil, synthetic oil that you use second, you spray the whole gun with that, not just the inside. So that's looking good. This is looking good. Oh, don't forget, like I said, I like to lubricate the gun a lot. This is Hops lubricating gun oil. Just stick a bunch of drops in here. Get it all going. Put some on your charging handle. Definitely put some on your bolt. See this wiggles? Well, it wiggles, it comes out. I just like to wet it up, especially on a new gun. Make sure you kind of get it in there with your hands. Make that, you know, it's common sense. Anything metal to metal. All right, so to put your charging handle back in, there's these two little grooves right here. Well, there's grooves in here, these two little lips. You put it in here and you slide it until it drops down in there, and then you got it. But don't push it all the way in. Take your bolt carrier. Now remember, if your bolt carrier is pushed in like this, it will not go in your gun. It's got to be pulled out. If you ever try to force it in there, it's not good. You want to keep that pulled out. Keep it pulled out. Put this as your gas key. This goes in the slot of your charging handle, upside down. So, and it's just going smooth. That's it. So that's in there. Upper's complete. Greased up, ready to shoot. Now, the super safety, this is very important. So, I just did a quick cleaning on that, but, you know, I'd like to oil the trigger too, put a little oil, you know, and on the super safety. You know, oil it up, man. Get it wet. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here's how it works. So when you go to put it back together, you got your charging handle and your bolt carrier in already. Put your gun back on a seesaw on the first takedown pin. Well, the problem is I'm trying to rush. Push your first takedown pin in that, put it back on a seesaw. Now, this is important. Make sure that this lever right here behind the hammer's got to be down. Am I in the way? The hammer's got to be down, and this lever's got to be behind the hammer. All right? Make sure of that. If you can't, you know, it's not going to shoot well if you don't, or I don't think it'll shoot at all, but make sure that the hammer's down, the lever behind the hammer is pushed all the way in, then drop your lower, make sure your pin's pulled out. Obviously, put your back pin in, and then remember to open this back up, and don't forget to put your plunger back in. So when you do that, where'd it go? Here it is. You want to, same process, you kind of grab the charging handle like this, push this in, because the bolt hits this lever, so you got to push that in and pull this up. Take your plunger, stick it back in there. You'll know which side it is because it's got rubber on one side. And and make sure, you know, push that back in and make sure it goes all the way down and seats like that. Don't do what I did the second ago. All right, so once that's all the way down and the bolt is seated, you're good to go. Now, one last thing is when you shoot this super safety, if it's in, so when you push it all the way through, it's single fire. When it's in the middle, it's in super safety, and this is safe. So when you shoot this in single fire mode, there's no problem charging it. And there's really not a problem in super safety, but you got to remember, you got to charge it like it owes you money. You know, when you pull it back, don't just hold it like that, because with the magazine in there, you can feel it resisting, because all that shit going on with the, you know, plunger and the super safety and the lever, it'll seize up, not seize up, but it'll kind of lock up if you got a magazine there and you don't charge it right. So I'm gonna put a round in here, but see how that just held like that? That ain't supposed to do that. See, the bolt catch is not working. That's because I pulled it too hard in super safe mode. Now it's, you know, now it'll stick like that. That's just the nature of the super safety. If you don't want it, I understand, but that's how it's going to be. In super safe, like this, you know, just kind of like that. You see how that's just in super safe mode. You know, it's just a quick charge. Don't pull it all the way back. Just kind of, and make sure your bolt's seated. This is your forward assist. If your bolt's not seated, push that in a couple times. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but you need to know when it does happen, you need to know what to do and not just freak out and start beating the gun up the wrong way. Anyway, here you go, buddy. Super safety with the folding adapter. That's how you clean it and break it down. Appreciate it.